Alright, welcome back. That was a quicker break than I expected, but I didn't even load up Mega Man X yet. But now I did. Whoops. Well, we're at the beginning anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's go. Nothing to do there. I've not played this game in a decent while. But I think we'll have a good time with it. I know it well enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't even change the, shit. I didn't change what I'm playing on Twitch. Give me one moment to do that. No, not Mega Man D. Mega Man X. Save. Stream info. Okay. Alright, we should be good. Sorry about that. Not that I think it has much of an effect, but you know, I don't think anybody's going to be coming off the front page of Twitch or whatever, or like searching, or they're going to say, hey, this guy's playing Mario World, and then see Mega Man X and get pissed off, but you never know. It will split the chapter a little off. Yes, that's... yeah. But nobody watches the VODs anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's more for organization purposes on my end. If anything. So yeah, but yeah, the Mega Man X chapter in the past broadcast is going to start with me saying, oh, I haven't changed it yet. But I turn all the streams into highlights anyway, and then export those to YouTube, so... The only difference you really get from watching the actual past broadcast version of the VOD, you see, like, the music that I cut out in the breaks. That's about it. And plus, the past broadcasts only stay for 14 days, or... So, at least if I make them highlights, I can keep them until I fill them up. Is it possible to actually die to him? Well, I guess not, because he just hit me. Terrible things I learned on Ratsin's race practice stream. That giant ship thing, if it lands on you after you destroy it, you fucking die? What, the giant ship here at the end? It can fall on you? Which makes sense, yeah, but I've never seen it happen. I've never seen that. I didn't know that was a possibility. Oh, the giant, like, bee things in the beginning. Oh, yeah. No, I've never seen that, but I guess, yeah, I guess that's a possibility. I've never been, I usually keep my distance from them. I've never actually thought to try that. So I don't know what is, you know, considered the proper order for this. I imagine pretty much everyone does Chill Penguin first. Especially since the leg upgrade is here. And you can't even... I'm sure people have found a way to glitch by it, but you pretty much can't miss the leg upgrade. Because it is necessary later on in the game. As opposed to the other upgrades, which are not totally necessary. And, well, you get the arm one anyway, but... But I will try to get the arm one ahead of time and not from 0. I'm not doing the Dr. Light voice. I don't do it well enough. Speedrunners try to slide under them to move to the next screen without falling. Oh, for the, yeah, quicker screen transition for that, I guess. See, these people, these speedrunners figure out, like, this shit, or they think of stuff that would be necessary to shave off a second here and there that I would just never think of. Much less ones that involve, you know, exploiting glitches to do so. So this was really my first Mega Man game, or first exposure to Mega Man. I didn't own this one first, but the same friend I had been talking about on the previous stream, the Doom stream, he had Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo, obviously for the Super Nintendo. And that was the first time I had ever seen anything from the series. And I thought it was like the coolest fucking thing. And I guess shortly thereafter I ended up buying... I just wanted any Mega Man game. And I bought Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. Not knowing that, you know, obviously the classic Mega Man and X are completely two different things. Um, but, like, I just wanted any Mega Man game. So I got 2, which a lot of people consider the Game Boy 2 to be, like, a black sheep of the entire series, and I understand why. So that was the first one I owned, but I had played this a bit. I never played this, you know, to completion. When my friend had it, but he did eventually give that to me, that game, when he got rid of it. Which is a story I told last time. He, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. He was getting rid of his Super Nintendo in favor of the N64. And I was getting a game from him, and I wanted Doom. But I ended up getting Mega Man X, and so, yeah. Which was probably a better thing anyway, because I think that was much more formative to who I am, or even to who, that was, like, more appropriate to who I was anyway. Because I just, like, I saw this character for the first time, and I didn't even... I've never seen that happen before. I didn't know they could come the other direction. Yeah, the first time he showed me this game, I misheard him, I guess. Unless he misspoke, I don't know. I thought he said Metal Man. So I thought this guy's name was Metal Man. For a decent amount... Oh, shit. For a decent amount of time. But, like, I remember just, like, this, like, he's like, this combination of cool and cute, which is very much, and he's a robot. I fucking love robots. So it was, like, no wonder I was, like, fascinated by this, and, like, the music was awesome. And it's weird, I never got into the X series very much. Like, I've played some of the future ones. I think I've played the first 6. But I don't even really like any of the X games aside from this one. I feel like they just kind of got more and more you know, they became more and more their own thing and kind of strayed away from, like, this still feels like it could be in line with a classic Mega Man. But then future ones, like, added more and more, and especially by the time they got to the PlayStation, you know, things were totally different, almost. So I've mainly stuck with classic Mega Man over the years. I don't have, and I'm not going to get the X collection for Switch, because I don't like the games well enough to get it. But I have the X collection for GameCube. So, you know, if I ever do feel like streaming another one of these, I could do so on there, because it probably wouldn't be 7 or 8 anyway. It would probably be 2, 3, or 4, if anything. do end up having to obviously come back to stages to get upgrades, because certain upgrades are needed for other upgrades, and then you won't have them necessarily depending on the order you want to tackle the bosses in. And it's been so long, I'm having a brain fart on the level select screen. I'm like, which do I do next? I guess we should probably try to get the hadouken at some point, right? I mean, you need like everything, so I can't do it right now, but is that necessary for this to count as a 100% run? As if it fucking matters. Actually, yes, it is. Okay. I figured it probably was. I mean, I guess the fact that it's like a secret doesn't negate it from being part of full completion. I usually don't bother with it because I never use it anyway. It's just a nice little Easter egg. I'm sure these button presses are sounding fantastic. Getting picked up through my mic. I apologize for the button mashing. I don't know why I manually selected that. Octopus comes next? I don't know. It hasn't been that long since I played this, but I'm like, I keep seeing that character select screen and I draw like a blank. This is not one of my favorite levels. A lot of mini bosses on this one, too. Oh, I got a lot of stuff out of that, though. Usually I get, like, nothing. I do like those. I don't know why those fish kind of crack me up. Do you want me to find an order? No, I should be alright. I just keep having like a brain fart. I think it's a product of not just not having played this in a while, but also doing it while streaming, and my mind is not fully in one place or another. I think I'm alright. I believe next is Boomer Kuwanger, Sting Chameleon, Storm Eagle, Flame Mammoth. And then go back and pick up all the stuff you missed. I guess I could stand to actually use a special weapon here and there. That isn't going to be necessary later on. I don't know if this is even really speeding things up using this particular one. I don't know, I said when I played Mega Man 3 and 2, I'm very conservative with the special weapons, and oh boy, okay, we're good. I'm very conservative with the special weapons in Mega Man games. I almost never use them outside of the bosses or other necessary times. I don't think that's even doing that much. This was another thing that I thought was, you know, 8-year-old me thought was awesome. Was like how X, you can see when he's low on health, he gets, I don't know why a robot would need to be breathing heavily, but he does to show, low health. And as a young bab, I was like, wow, that's so cool. A, that you could display such a thing in a video game, and B, just because it was like, you know, like, he had gone through such a tough battle. And I remember, I think it's Mega Man X4, when you're low on health, he says, time to get serious, and again, young me thought that was, like, so cool. I'm like, whoa, the stakes are so high. And he had a high-pitched voice in that game, correct? Or am I, like, totally mixing things up here? I don't remember. Because I prefer, I mean, maybe not for X, but I prefer Mega Man's high-pitched voice, as opposed to some of the other voices they've given him, like in Powered Up, and I really don't like the voice in 11. I thought every voice in Mega Man 11 was excellent, except for Mega Man's. And I don't know if that's just because of my expectation for him to sound like cute and young or like high-pitched or whatever, but I'm gonna take a death. Because I'll end up wasting my, special weapon. Wasting a lot of these shields. There we go. What did I miss other than Launch Octopus getting yeeted? The correct phrase is yote. He was yote is the past tense. I don't know if that's actually true. I have no fucking idea. I didn't even know what yeet meant until like a year after people started saying it. No, I fought like those dragon mini bosses for the one for the heart upgrade, and I talked about X being cool looking when he was like breathing heavily from damage. So no, you didn't miss much. You could go away for like the entire duration of the stream and be like, what I miss, and I'd be like, not much. I don't know. Didn't really do anything. I think that is the first time I got through there without triggering any of the lasers. I think any of those segments in the entire game, because I don't bother attempting to not trigger them, but they're not that big a deal, but elevator go up. I don't watch that many speedruns, and I've even missed like the past few GDQs. So I'm not like, I've probably seen a speedrun of this game, but I don't remember like any of like the tricks that they did. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the quick kill for those guys. For the, what do you call those? Like the underwater dragon guys. I just take my sweet time and riddle them with bullets. Or are these considered bullets? Energy shots. Energy resources. I'll definitely stream, I mean, I'm going to stream every classic Mega Man at some point. Because I have the means to, so why not? But I can't wait to do 8. because for the longest time I did not like 8 at all. I thought it was like weird and too different, and the, you know, the cutscenes are weird. But I kind of, when I got the Legacy Collection on the Switch, I kind of like fell back in love with it. Not back in love with it, I just kind of appreciated it more. And I played it a few more times, like in a row almost. So I'd like to, I'm holding off on a, like I've said before, I'm going to take a death also. I'm holding off on certain games because I want people to actually be here and see them. So I don't know when Mega Man 8 is going to actually happen, but we're definitely doing that, and we're definitely sitting through those cutscenes. And I keep getting the temptation to do the Dr. Light voice, but I don't do it good enough, so why try? Why bother? The snakes in Octo, you just use Tornado. Oh, well, I guess I have done that, but yeah, I just don't have Tornado yet, so I guess I've done that in Sigma. Also, Dragon Boy is called Utuboros. It's actually a moray eel, but still. Huh. I have the Mega Man art book. I forget what it's actually, like, the proper title of it is. The one for the original Mega Man, though. And I had thought about getting the X version at the same time, and I never did. So there's like a lot of, like, I know all like the enemy names and stuff for the original Mega Man series, but I don't know crap about the X series on, you know, that level of specificness. Again, another mini-boss that is probably, there's probably a really obvious, like, better option. This is probably better than using charge shots, right? I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'm actually doing worse by doing that. I don't know, I am by no means a professional at any game. I just play shit to relax, to be honest, and to have fun, so... And stuff like this that I've played so many times, I've done it the same way so many times that I don't really branch out to try and do anything different. So I know if, like, some speedrunner, you know, happened upon this, would be like, oh god, why is he doing that? Why? Use the right item, you dumbass. I'm like the 13th best player of this game in the world, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. So don't worry. Are you serious? Really? How? I gotta stream Mega Man more often, apparently, because speedrunners keep showing up in my streams. No, that's awesome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry if this playthrough offends you in any way. It is very much a... I mean, like I said, I've played this so many times, but it is very much a casual playthrough. That's why you tag things. I mean, yeah, you never know what, you know, people are going to be saying, hey, I want to see somebody play this game, or I want to see, you know, I want to see a casual playthrough, or I want to see a speed run, or whatever. So, small chance, but it's there. So it's a good thing I actually did remember partway through the intro stage to, in fact, change the game I'm playing to Mega Man X. And not leave it as Super Mario World. Time for Chameleon Boomerang Tennis. Well, I guess it's already over now. This, I think, I have a hard time deciding, but I think this is my favorite music in the game, Storm Eagle's theme. It's like very close between this, Boomer Kuwanger, and Armored Armadillo. And maybe Sigma Stage 1, I don't know. Actually, I think in terms of stage in general, I think this might be my favorite. I really dig Sigma 1. It's like... I'm gonna have to, like, refresh myself on what it actually is. I think I'm remembering the right thing in my head. I just have it that that's among my favorite tracks. But, I don't know, I mean, this whole soundtrack is great, but, I don't need to defeat that, right? Well, I did anyway. I mean, Mega Man in general has, when... not very many bad songs within the Mega Man franchise. Unless you get to some of, like, the off shit, like, I don't know. I was gonna say, do the DOS Mega Man games even have music? I don't know. I don't remember. If they do, I'm sure it's not up to snuff. I'm the weirdo that likes Sigma too. Which is the one? It might be 2. It might be 3. Which is the Sigma stage that has like the slower one? That's like do 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 do. I don't like that one as much. But it kind of works just to build suspense, kind of, I think. Like you're getting deeper into the fortress and it's like things are getting, you know, serious and shit. That's 3? Okay. I'll have to, this kind of even goes with, the classic series, where I remember all of, and I've played those even more than this. I remember like all the main, like the 8 main stage themes, and then when I try to think of like the fortresses, like I kind of blank out on what some of them are, music-wise, I mean. But then some are like too awesome not to remember, like Cossack Stage 2. Well, Cossack Stage 3 and 4, but Theme 2. Wily Stage 1 in Mega Man 7 is awesome. Wily gets a lot of good music. I must note that Mega Man 4's boss music is horrendous. I think I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it's not that great. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's like not bad musically, but compared to like a lot of other, a lot of other Mega Man tracks, it's like, I think 5 and 6 have some pretty not so great music in general. I asked recently why Storm Eagle makes babies out of his mouth. That is a good question. I've never really paid... Like, obviously, I've seen that. It just, I never processed that he was spitting eggs from his mouth and creating tiny baby eagles. Alright, let's see if I get this first shot. Nope. Quick answer to that. Oh no, did I fuck it up? Yeah, I don't think I can get there now, so I'll have to come back. I did not really expect otherwise to happen, but it would have been cool. Which I didn't even know about that arm upgrade capsule for many years. And I guess they hit it well on purpose because it, you know, it kind of breaks the story. And there's not that much need to have it prior to the Sigma stages, but... I must go to bed, my eyes are going shut. Good luck with the rest of Mega Man X. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That was very cool of you. I appreciate that. Good luck with your, your, speedruns. I will be sure to, check those out. I now have 2 Mega Man speedrunners that I've found to check out just through me streaming Mega Man. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know what... I still gotta get that stupid thing for, that converter for me to be able to play Super Nintendo. Or for it to capture properly, I mean. That or find the GameCube so I can do some Game Boy games. Because I really want to do some of the Mega Man Game Boy games. I think those are... oft overlooked. But you know what? Let's get rid of that trunk, shall we? If I can hit you. There we go. Don't need that. Got your nose, yes. I mean that is the equivalent, correct? On a mammoth, their trunk is their nose, right? I don't know why I'm having a moment where I think it wouldn't be. Alright, well, we're not doing Sigma just yet. I have to backtrack. Well, let's get this one. That I just missed. And hopefully I won't, like, screw it up 5 times and have to restart over and over. I remember this, being way more of a bitch in, there we go. Get in there. Nice. Okay. I remember that being way more of a bitch in the PSP version. I also don't think it's quite as easy to do in the Game Boy Color version. Alright, well, we can get out of here now. What else am I missing? Need to get the sub-tank here. This is another thing that's... I mean, obviously I didn't know it at the time, this being my first Mega Man, and then a classic Mega Man being my second. But obviously, you know, as I played more of the series, I realized how similar Mega Man X is to the classic series, and also how different it is. Excuse me. And I like these little things. You know, finding the secrets and the upgrades and stuff is a nice addition that is not in classic Mega Man. But also, well, returning to stages didn't happen in classic Mega Man until a little later on, I think, right? 6, maybe? But I also like that defeating certain stages in a certain order affect other stages. So, you know, we didn't see it, but Flame Mammoth stage is usually not covered in ice. But because you defeat Chill Penguin first, it changes his stage and covers it in ice. For whatever reason that the two have an effect on each other, I don't know. Or doing Storm Eagle before Spark Mandrill breaks apart like part of the level, and the lights go on and off and stuff at different parts. Launch Octopus before Sting Chameleon floods the stage, we saw that. So I thought like little things like that were, like, looking back, I thought they were cool little additions that you didn't really have in the original series. I think, aside from the hadouken, I think the only thing I'm missing is the heart here, correct? And then we will do the hadouken, because you need everything for the hadouken anyway. I don't think I have said hadouken the same way twice this entire stream. I'm gonna need 9 lives and full sub-tanks and full everything for that, so there's going to be a little bit of farming. I think there is a way to get this heart tank just by dashing. But you can also, you can either use the boomerang or charge up the ice and use that to slide out, which is what I'm going to try and do. Which, let's address something that I just learned real quick. That is... Oh, you know, I probably did not lead up to that in a good way. Let me explain. The other night, Sam said Ratsin was streaming Mega Man X, and Ratsin was someone who showed up during my Mega Man 2 stream. and he speedruns that game, and he plays other Mega Man games as well. Sam was watching him, what was it, like 2 nights ago, I guess? And somebody told him that when you charge up Shotgun Ice and it turns into the little sled, it is... How would you describe the bottom of Chill Penguin as he's sliding on his stomach? Right there. It's shaped like Chill Penguin. He never knew that. I never knew that. Blew my mind. I never looked that closely at it. So yeah, you're riding on that. Brilliant. You're riding on some ice shaped like Chill Penguin, and I didn't even do it right. I watched the... She sent me a clip and I watched it. And I guess was it he read like somebody in chat told him about it. And then he did it for himself and he he just kind of like leaned back and he was like, "Oh my god. How many years?" And never noticed that. So yeah, shoutouts to him, Ratsin, R-A-T-S-I-N. Go check him out. So now is the fun part where we just farm lives from this bubble bat here. And farm health to fill up the sub-tanks. What am I at? Oh, I already have 9. Well, I gotta get health now. And I don't know what is the most efficient way to go about that. I still gotta do 2 more. Okay, well this might be it, so... Almost there. The benefits of respawning enemies. Alright, there we go. I think that sound meant you filled it, but then I get proven wrong. That's just a filling of... Yeah, it has like a higher beep when you fill 1 tank, but no indication of like all of them being filled. You just have to check. Which is, I mean, that's a nice touch. That like you... same with, you get, special weapon energy automatically. As if you know, like this, it has the same effect as the energy balancer in, the classic Mega Man games. Where, even if you don't have a special weapon equipped, it will automatically, add energy to whichever special weapon has the least amount. And yeah, in this you get like a little tone letting you know that energy was replenished. So Mega Man X is kind of like, what quality of life improvements can we make over the original series? And energy balancers, like in the Mega Man games that have a shop and the energy balancer is in it, that's always like my first purchase. I like not having to constantly switch out. Getting a lot of lives you don't need. I know, now I'm getting like... How many lives have I gotten since having 9? On this stage. It's been like 3, I think, right? Sorry again about the button mashing. See, that wouldn't have been quick enough. I don't know if this is a wise idea. Because you need full everything, but... You know what? It's not a wise idea. Shit. I was going to do that, you know, to attempt, you know, to prevent damage from happening on the way over here, but now I gotta collect health and you can't even, you gotta use the cart, right? Rolling oh, yeah. Because then you would pick up... Alright, let's try that then. That didn't work. Oh, good thing that speedrunner guy's gone. Because he would have left after this. I think I'm just gonna blast my way through it. I think if I stand back far enough, you don't have too much to worry about. Look at that slowdown. I think we're good. Did I fuck up, or...? I thought you had to have everything, and then, I mean, I'm gonna try and come back, but... I forget exactly the requirements for the hadouken. But I thought it was just if you get up to that area with everything, the capsule would appear. But maybe I'm incorrect. Although now that I think of it, I remember, you know, just going up there and then dying and then coming back and then dying and then coming back and then dying. So. And he's still not there. Oh, you have to die 4 times? I don't remember that. That's what I'm reading now? Okay, I mean, I believe you. I wonder if I just never knew the correct, consistent way, or... Because, you know, this was, like, one of those things where, like... Back then, and things were not well... documented, like cheats and stuff for games. And everything was kind of word of mouth. It was just like, hey, if you do this, this, and this, it makes this happen. And that was not always, you know, 100% correct. So maybe the reason I've always read, or always heard, or whatever, I've always thought to get 9, or, you know, max lives, is just because you have to die so many times to trigger it. There it is. Okay, yeah, well. I love that sound. Alright, we're good. I'll try and make some use of that. I think I've killed Sigma, like Final Sigma, before with that. Maybe like 1 time, I don't know. I'll try it tonight, why not? It's super helpful with the boss gauntlet. I feel like I don't know if I ever really took advantage of it. It's like I get it just to have it and then don't use it. This is clearly going well. Please. I dislike the full health requirement, but that's how you become super player. Yeah, you can't use the hadouken unless you have full health. Which is probably what... I am a damage sponge in games like this. So I'm usually not at full health. What was I gonna say? I guess my point just was that's why I can't or don't usually use the hadouken, because I am never in a position to use it. Oh no, I'm losing. Not doing the cutscene skip. You just reminded me that a cutscene skip exists. How to do it, I do not remember, but... Jump off the ladder to the wall and go over the door without touching the... Oh, yeah, it is something like... Yeah, I remember, like, having to not touch the ground. Zero fucking dies. What am I fighting for? Which Mega Man X was the famous, what am I fighting for quote? Was it 4? Or was it 5? I guess that was a waste of a sub-tank. Zero had blood in his mouth. When I was a kid, I never realized, like, that's what it was. It just looked like they gave him almost like a ventriloquist dummy-like mouth in that sprite. And so it wasn't till years later where I even considered that it was, like, supposed to be blood, which why would he have blood? I always thought it looked fucking stupid as a kid. Plus, you know, seeing it on, like, a tiny-ass CRT as opposed to this. Wonder where that one's gonna end up. I couldn't find the clip I had because Vinny didn't change the category from Dark Souls. So technically all of my Mega Man X4 clips are labeled as Dark Souls. Once again, the importance of changing the title of the game you're streaming. Matters far more for him. Whoops. Okay, so it is Mega Man X4 that he says that. I didn't know you could change the category. I'm surprised I figured it out, to be honest. I don't know half of what's going on with how to use Twitch, how to stream. I don't know any of this shit. It's very bare bones. It's a wonder I even have a video game system up and running. Oh, I misread that. Sorry. Look, I didn't know you didn't change the category. Okay. Sorry, I don't know where I got the word could from out of that. Hi, I'm Nico, I'm 29, and I never fucking learned how to read. Hi, I'm Nico, I'm 29, and I never fucking learned how to stream. We should get a bot in here, and I can take care of some of that. That would be probably a good idea. I don't know how... if it's worth the effort at this point, with how little I do. And how little of an audience there is. I mean, maybe at some point it would be helpful, but... I mean, I barely use... a lot of what Twitch has to offer. I mean, there's like way more things I could be doing and just I don't. I was gonna say earlier, I know I keep bringing up the, playing the musics on, playing Jesus. Copyrighted music on stream. Okay, we brought it up like 1,000 times already. I don't understand why this didn't occur to me, because I never really looked at a lot of like the Twitch extensions and stuff. That there is a Spotify extension for Twitch that automatically, I guess, like makes a playlist out of the songs you play on stream. So explain to me, if you're not allowed to play copyrighted music on stream, why is there a Twitch extension for Spotify to keep track of what you have played on stream? I mean, at some point, I'm just gonna... Don't you dare. I'm just gonna do it anyway, I don't... Oh, I forgot to... You know, I wasn't really... Excuse me. I wasn't paying attention enough to mention it, but... the song for Sigma 2. No, that's a good song that we just heard. I like that one. So I don't think that's a weird choice at all. Excuse me while I try and find the weapon I'm using. I have 8 to pick from. I can't find it. Definitely had a better time the first time I did this boss. Apparently you can skip Armadillo if you manage to not get the camera to the ceiling. I think you can skip Chameleon the same way. I need to go back and, like... Maybe I should, like, before I stream a game, watch a speedrun of it, so I have some tricks to do and make things more interesting. Alright, let's chop off his arms this time. Looks so stupid without them. Oh, he's still got two, though. He's a bipus. Or duopus? Excuse me? He still had legs with his lower tentacle. Oh. Yeah, I guess he only had 6 tentacles and then the legs. So yeah, quadrupus. I had not even paid attention to the time. I didn't realize we were coming up on 3 hours. Which, I mean, this is about what I expected, I think. Oh. Everyone's favorite. I don't even know. I don't remember what is even effective on Rangda Bangda. I just hate this boss. I feel like I used to know something that would, like, stop this, or... I don't remember. Boomerang? Oh. Huh. That does make it a little better. A lot better, actually. Tornado shots were invisible the entire time. Lovely. I mean, wind shouldn't be visible. Okay, I'm gonna fill up all my stuff. Real quick, all my, you know, sub-tanks. So we're back to this. Wait, isn't it... Actually, I could have just done this in Sigma Stage 4. Alright, well, whatever. And see, I've still not used the hadouken. try to get the hadouken on... I don't know how to read that name, but the dog. Its first move is jumping over you, so you'll be safe. I can try. I'm not gonna know the timing when he comes back, but I did not do that right at all. And I believe, does Sigma Phase 1, I don't think there's anything that's really effective on him, if I remember correctly. I always just kind of, well, you'll see in a second, I always just kind of hang out up in the corner and charge, and it takes a bit of time, but I don't even know why I charge, because it does 1 HP worth of damage regardless. Just bigger hitbox, I guess. Electric Spark? Oh yeah. That'll speed things up a little bit. Sorry for back... No, don't... Nope, don't be sorry. I asked. Because I genuinely didn't remember if there even was one. Let's see. Oh, this might be bad. Let's see if I can do... Nope. I wanted to do the hadouken on him. I don't think it's happening. Let me just give some insurance there. Yeah, shield I knew for that one. But I did want to try the hadouken, but would have been cool, but you know, I am not known for, you know, doing cool things. Especially not in front of an audience. Audience. I say that like I'm on stage. But this does get, like, I don't... It might just be my anxiety in general of, you know, like, performance type stuff. Knowing that eyes are on you, even if, they're not directly, like, in front of you. It's like, oh, I know someone's watching this, so... There's still some level of performance anxiety, even if it's not as debilitating as it would be if it was in front of a large live audience, but I still get nervous, like, and I don't know if this would ever stop having, but, you know, just getting up the nerve to hit that, go live button is bad enough. It's like, alright, it's the time I said I was gonna stream. I gotta do it. Or can I chicken out? What if I just say I got sick or something? Audience equals just me. I keep retweeting and saying I'm here, but no one shows up. Well, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it, but... Oh, but... My Wii U gamepad just ran out of batteries. I didn't even notice. Will it come back on? Is this gonna fuck things up, or? Oh, okay, it came right back on. Alright. Yeah, I knew it. The Wii U gamepad battery life is not very long, and it's also not as long as it used to be. So, like, a 3-hour stream will kill it. But I wasn't paying attention. I never looked down at it to see that the red light was on. I mean, at least it happened right at the end and not, like, in the middle of playing. But, yeah, anyway, thanks for, you know, trying to get the word out. Anyway. Even though, you know, it never seems to do anything. I don't think I'm even gonna, like... I'm not gonna bother making, like, highlights and shit for this one. Aside from just, you know, clipping each segment and just uploading them. It's obviously not taking with people. Sorry, I'm just sitting here in silence. I'm like, I didn't realize how long it took for this, yeah, this thing to come back up. Oh man, I smell a sequel. We killed him, but he's not really dead. I smell 8 sequels. Yeah. Aren't there rumors that there's supposed to be like an X9 coming? I feel like I heard that not long ago. I mean, it might, oh yeah, 7 sequels. 8 games. Maybe 8 sequels. I don't know. I don't remember what the rumor I heard was. I thought like that maybe it was like just some renewed trademark for the series or something. I don't know. Alright, I was waiting for this to... I don't remember if it goes back to the title screen. I guess not. You never know with like these old games where it's just like, oh, do you just wait forever on the end screen? Do you just turn off the system, or does something else happen? But I think this is a case of it just stays here. So, that was Mega Man X. We got it all done. Only about 3 hours. Alright, so that clears up... well, you know, Mario World is done, so now anything for the future would just be brand new. We've done all the... Well, no, I mean, I guess there's still Doom. But it's not like that. It's not like Doom really left off in the middle of anything. But so we'll see what comes next. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. Thanks for coming along and chatting and everything. Have a good night, and I will see you guys next time.